Well, well, I'm back for a quick insert. Or this might be his own separate video, but I just noticed what the thing that Itagaki said. I thought it was just like a one-off thing. When you look at it, oh, she even got her own fishing gear. Well, she even got her own fishing gear. She really is something, senpai. When you get back, make sure you come see her first. At first, I was like, alright, it was just a simple, nice little comment. Yeah, just. And then I thought about it. Then who was the first person Ippo goes to see? It's the coach. And somebody said, well, it's not a big deal. It's just one thing that this. When he came back from the Sendo and Gonzalez fight, who was the first people who saw? It wasn't the coach. It was the great Takamura, Aoki, Kimura, and Itagaki. It was them. And Tay and Katara. Those are the first people he met. He comes back from the Wally Mercado Martinez fight. The first person he sees is the coach. Now maybe it could be nothing. It was just, well, it's just whatever. It just don't mean nothing. But could this be a prolific way, especially with the whole Ippo maybe back thing I was talking about? Could it actually just be that the Ippo and Kumi relationship could end soon? It could just be over. I think I even made this video before. What happens when Ippo comes back? Will Kumi be able to accept it? But the way I'm looking at it really could seem like there could be a chapter or two of just Itagaki and Kumi on a date, or just the whole, like an entire arc when Ippo comes back where just like the two are split up, because Akiwa's still there, and she's there for just some unknown reason. Maybe get a proper. Now somebody say, "Oh, what up?" Nah, Oda is quite clear that nothing's not Oda. What George Murakawa is never just somebody. We got a character have not showed up in over 30 years. 30, and plus didn't we just get Oda show back up? Okita, two characters that just they showed up a few times actually. Oda was just the first time we seen him as Fat Boy. For him, but we seen Okita before that with a mustache. One of his why you gotta turn to Fuji like that, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Just it just could be a sign the whole Ippo Kumi relationship could be over. And the more disturbing thing is, it's just Mishibo's not gonna take this well. He's not gonna take this well at all. Cause this is a man who went out of his way to say, hey, Senator, hey, wait a minute now. Ippo's talking to my sister. Now I just can't. And Senator's like, what you say? Never mind. So if Mishibo's already that invested into the whole his sister going with the Ippo thing, he got his revenge. He's more or less he more or less mellow out about it. And then it turns out it's not going to happen after all. Ippo is going to do what he wants, and it's just, it will be sad to see. Would it be a permanent type thing? Who knows? Would it be like, go off forever? Who knows? Who knows? Could this be a case where Ippo chooses his career and his own personal goals over a relationship with the Kumi, the Tokyo Demon? Yeah, quite possibly could happen. Especially with all these fucking Ippo versus Miyata hits. Like, come on. It turns out Miyata wins again. Let's go. Let's go. The fight will happen. The fight will go on. Possible. Very well possible. So, it would be sad to see. It really would see. But it could be quite possible the Ippo Kumi relationship's over. Hey. Maybe it's just a hunch, maybe it's just a feeling, maybe it's a temporary break, or maybe Itagaki will get what he wants after all. Who knows? Maybe he just might lose his konai and also leave the girl he once liked. But sadly, it's just, I don't know. Even if a scenario like that were to happen, would him return to boxing be that much of a breaking point? Could be. It could be. It does break up an interesting scenario. Twice now Ippo went on this grandiose trip, and whether Kumi didn't want to go, or Ippo just chose not to invite her. It's more than likely option one, because Kumi is not that really big of a fan of boxing in the first place. Even when her own brother boxes, but hey, this just could be a big nothing. Because it's whatever, but I don't know. Y'all know how I feel about Itagaki, man. You know how, like, it's strange because I don't hate him, but I just know he won't be along that much longer. I just know it. The core Gamma 4 at the gym if anything is proven to be true, there's only 4 people that's really going. It's like a main people at the gym, and that is Ippo, Kimura, Aoki, and the Great Takamura. Right? It's just the way it is. It's just the way it's always been. And sadly, could be the way it's always going to be. Arguably $5, there's gonna be another person comes in the gym at the end of Ippo's career, and that would be the actual person he like actually truly like trains, and like he's there all the time, 24/7, towards the highlight his career. But I don't know. I think Kei Tatara just might just be another Itagaki, another Yamada. Well, it's fun time. Oh yeah, you put a great old job. It's just, but arguably, out of all those things, when Ippo was a teacher to all these guys, was it to help them or was it to help Ippo? That is the question. Because every time, like Yamada gave Ippo some perspective, Gake give Ippo even more perspective. Even now with Kentaro and him being the second, giving Ippo more perspective and broadening his viewpoint on the sport. Again, that with the concept, Tei and Kentaro keep getting pushed back with the whole thing. Arguably, what if Tei and Kentaro chooses to leave with Itagaki? Out of concerns, well, you know, Senpai might not have time for me. Possible. But, I don't know. I don't even know if I want to slap this down at the end or what's going to happen with this, but I just wanted to get my words to say so out about it. It's just, does seem like the, and it's funny because it does feel like I'm jumping the gun. It's like I'm taking a massive leap. Like the tail of the frog, but is it wrong? I'm taking the wrong choice here. Is it just being overblown? Or maybe, or just maybe, I'm really am on to something. Who knows? Let me show King and got thoughts and opinions, because it's a Gake thing. It's just, I was like getting ready to edit the video, and I was like, wait a minute. Then like Ippo just go see the coach first. The same Makaduchi Ippo who gave out all the masks to Tei and Kentaro and everybody else Takamura, and it's just, I don't know, it even could be as cold-blooded where Takamura tell Ippo to cut the dead weight. Oh my! It didn't like it go to talk. Well, how come Takamura didn't need to train nobody, nothing like that? Sure, it's just I already had all this extra perspective. And what do you mean I get to train you, dummy? But in the end of the day, a sacrifice got to be made, Ippo. It's rather them or you. I've given my entire life to this. Well, the Great Takamura ended up getting up with Dr. Yamaguchi. It's very well possible. It's very well possible. But when? Who knows? Who knows? As far as you know, Takamura might take his family up on for the office job. Because I really do feel like the last person at the gym is going to be Kimura. It's just going to be. It's just, without a shadow of doubt, it's going to be Kimura. I just know it. He will be the last one. He will be the last one at the gym. I know it. But look at his career. Like, look at everything he's done. Just look at it. And I love Kimura, but it really is the sad reality of the situation. It really is. So, oh no. This could just be a massive jump of the gun. Like, you've already made a video about this. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I have. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. And it really could be just as simple as Takamura saying you need to cut the dead weight. Itagaki overhears it. Tei and Kentaro's like, yeah, maybe I need somebody personal full-time on instead of just, well, you know, you cut a training, then you can train it with the coach, and it's like a whole bunch of confusion, and it's kind of, and it's all over the place, because it's just, I didn't think about this until now, but really, every single disciple and student Ippo has had has helped Ippo out more than Ippo, vice versa. Now somebody say, yeah, it's helped out Itagaki and Yamada and all that, talking boxing, that he trained them, and even with Tei and Kentaro, had changed their life around, gave them a devotion and everything else. But how does it always end up? Eventually, they're gonna carve a path out on their own. And in the end, in my personal opinion, Ippo gained more from the relationship than that. And it's sad because Ippo's not even doing it on purpose. It's not like a spiteful, like a malicious type thing, but it's just, it really does Ippo gain more from the training experience than it does with Tagake in them. Really does. Because let's say Ippo returns now, who's going to train Ten Kataru? Who's going to be there for him? He's going to be pushed off to who? Shinoda or Yagi. Somebody else once again. And we'll get another Itagaki where he's in the slum. But we all know why Itagaki's in the slum. We all know who the true reason why Itagaki's in the slum is right there, staring him in his face 24/7. I don't know. It's just, this is just gonna be a massive leap out the window where it's just well, we don't even know if Ippo's coming back or not. It's just and that. Yeah, I might have to make this his own separate video, but it's just, it really does feel like this is a it could be a massive jump of the gun. Take place like what chapter? Don't even know what I'm gonna title this video. That's how this how just spread the moment it is. A lot of people say, well, I want Ippo, I want Kimura and the Yoki. Look, they're not going to ever win it, like be world champions. That's never going to happen. And the sad reality is, Aoki's gonna get the taste of Japanese championship, and that's it. That's all he gonna get. Similar to Kimura. Sadly, he's just gonna be another never was. Just like Sendo's coach. Ooh! Wow. Oh my, that's ruthless. Just like Sendo's coach. What, we're gonna roll Shinoda under there as well? And Fuji? Just another never was? Damn. Wow. That's cold. That's, jeez. Just another never was. And I'm like one of the biggest fans of Kimura, and it's just, and Aoki. The core Gamma 4. But sadly, it's what it is. I don't believe Itakamura was in the twilight of his career, but I do strictly believe he's not gonna make it to 6. And sadly, Koogama gonna die before he gets to the 6th one. Hey, this could be a lunacy conspiracy, but that's what it seems like, Billy. That's what it really does seem like. We're just like, if it's gonna come down to anybody, well, it's gonna be sad for the shit. Now, what's the worst case scenario for Aoki? He had too many kids like his father, but I doubt it. I doubt he's gonna go out his father right there and that poor again. And I don't see that happen. Brachio man will always have money. But cause that like Akawa has to be there for a reason. She has to be. It's just, you don't randomly just bring her back up for like no reason at all. And then what does Itagaki end up? Then again, where is Hammer now? What would Teihei and Kotaro turn into? And what type of sacrifice would Ippo have to make to return to the sport? Well, I thought about this whole concept of the boxer who chose to continue his career and to at 25 you had the choice. You know, you could have settled down with me 5 years later, 30 years old, but it's just like his mind is still warped around the woman to a certain degree, but not truly. It's like a ensemble depression where it's just like he's enjoying his career, he's enjoying everything, but it's just like the woman showed up to his matches every once in a while, got a child, more than likely it's hers, and it's just in the end, like at that 30-year mark, hey, they finally sit down and have a conversation. It's just a simple chat, simple talk as former relationship buddies, and it's just he don't really feel anything towards her. He just feels nothing. It's just nothing anymore. Maybe in a way she's letting the butterfly go and he just can move on, and maybe it's just, I don't think he was suffering from closure. I just don't think he just wanted to rush into a little relationship. He was just doing his own thing, just living, chilling, and dealing. And this whole like lingering type of thing, which is maybe it was just an overactive mind, maybe it wasn't serious. It just, who knows? It was just at the end of the day when he got face to face, he was just, hey, quick chat, quick conversation with some coffee. It's just he just don't feel anything. Just there's no type of heartbreak. There's no type of anger, no rage. It's just he don't really feel anything. Good to see the woman's happy, everything, but at the end of the day, it's just good to catch up with a good old friend and what used to be. And she go on off, and he sits down and he just wonders, just, who knows? Goes on, continues life. Eventually, he does go meet somebody else, and it's just live a happy old life. You know, and it's just a concept I just think of for a short period of time. But as I sit here and run around in circles in this game, it's just I'm pretty sure Takamura is gonna say he's gonna have to drop the dead weight for his career. Really is. Mm. Well, all I gotta say, at least with Mishima, I hope he remembers. I hope he really does. I hope we get an explanation of why he was acting like that towards Kumi, just randomly. It's one thing you want to see. Oh, I want to see you go off on your own, but now you just like the whole Ippo, like that stuff didn't matter. What was the whole point of that? We never got an explanation for it. Just confused. But I hope when Mishima finally get that world championship, finally get that strap around his belt, we get a good flashback to what he said to his sister all those years ago. And then everything would change and people would be able to see us in a new light. But people have changed towards Mishima. He does have his own little fan base cheering for him, but it's just, I think it's really when he gets that world championship belt, it would just solidify. It's the belt buckle for the belt. You could have the best leather strap, finally crafted, finally put together, but as soon as you put that buckle on and you finally tighten it extra tight, it's just everything I've ever worked for. I got it right here in my hands right now. Right now. It's everything I ever could have wanted right here in my hands. Everything he could have ever wanted. Yeah. Same thing with Sawamura. Just, I don't know. Hope we get to catch up with him with one, like eventually. Just like somebody, it ain't funny. I forgot what I saw. It's just like, well, he did all these things. The man was changing his life around. He was becoming better. Just like what Ippo gave. maybe Jimmy Fister is right. Maybe Ippo is the one who got the hand of God, because he hit Wally. Wally was better. He hit Sawamura before that. Sawamura got better. It's just, who knows? Maybe Ippo might have the hand of God. I've never seen this truck in the game before. Huh. Interesting. It could be possible. Because look at his track record. He's punched up a lot of people. And a lot of people have changed their life around. So it's just, I don't know. Put a few people in retirement. No, he put 2 people in retirement. Take, the older man, and Hoshi. Put that, no, not Hoshi, Kojima. It was Kojima. Yeah, it was him. Sent his ass straight to retirement. So, well, you guys thoughts and opinions of how the Ippo and Kumi thing turned out. I already made a video about this like 2 years ago. I don't know if I re-uploaded or I don't know what I've done since then. I know the video is still up. I just need to download a lot of my old stuff from the channel and shake and bake like that. But I don't know. It really is like a sad thing for me. if they don't end up together. But it's just, hey, just you just can't force something that's just not there. So it's just the way it is. It's messed up. It's just the way it is. It's just like, why can't he? Look, Kimura, he's never going to do it. He's not. Just like Aoki, he's never going to make it to the world championship. They never were world championship level boxers. They never was. We've all know that. Like, they've been getting made fun of for years throughout their entire series with their messed up boxing career. And there's nobody who knows it anymore than Kimura. And had the sad reality that's faced that fact of where he is in his life. Multiple times they've had a midlife crisis over their lives. Like Kimura, like he told Aoki, he cheated. Look at him. Like Aoki's living a life. What does Kimura got? What he got looking forward to in his future? Exactly. Even now, Aoki is turning his career around, and he get back-to-back wins. And it's just spectacular. It was amazing. Aoki is making his way up. He's balling. What Kimura got? It's like a meat grinder, cause beside from Ippo, the great Takamura, who else has Course Kuragama had that was good in the gym? Even though you look at Sendo, Misha, Vork, they're the exceptions. They're not some type of world everybody. No, they're the exceptions. Look at Fuji, Shinoda. I forgot. No, I can't recall if Nagi was ever a boxer or not. Fuji, Shinoda. Look at Oda, Okita. Look at Kobashi. Look at Hayami. It's a effing meat grinder. People go on one end, and boxing gloves and meat and hamburger come out the other. Every once in a while, you get a nice patty souffle that can make a decent hamburger, but everybody else is messed up. The seasoning ain't right, and they're never gonna make it. And you got those who got a time limit, where it's just they're only good for a few good years, just to get stripped by somebody else. And those are the midterm champions, the champions who just get the belt because the boxing is just going through a bad time period right now. Sure, they beat somebody, but it's nobody that anyone cared about. And sadly, at the end of the day, no one's going to really care about their career. Unless that happens a lot in the sport, where it's just some people just got a bad time period, really. They just don't got it. And there's a lot of good boxers and good people who just get into boxing and it just don't really work out for them. You can say the promoters, everything else, it all plays to the same thing. It's a meat grinder, alright? It is what it is. There gotta be some type of messed up hamburger to feed the dogs. To every Krabby Patty, there's a bunch of messed up, deformed, disgusting looking burgers. It really is sad. It really is. But hey, I wasn't meant to do all that. But yeah, MSWK. That's cold. That's my goodness. That's something for you, I guess. That's some I don't know what to tell you guys. I guess I sure did dig myself a rabbit hole. My goodness. Well, what 10, 15 years down the line? Wow, he said some. My goodness, I couldn't believe he said that stuff. Oh my gosh. Because after 30 years, even like I've been consuming Ippo for like what? Sound like the 11th grade, somewhere around there. So it's like 11th, 12th, and like 4 years out from that, for like 6 years. Back to back, just enjoying it before I start making videos on it, till things happen, and it's just there are some days like this where I question things in life and how 50 to 60 years on down the line, how would I be how would I feel? Will I truly enjoy being an older person? Just what one of the things especially I think I've lost friendships with this. I cared about is I don't want to end up 40 years old and hating everything I've done in my life. Never. That's one of the biggest things I never want to be or want to see for somebody else. So I really push it. Like, hey, are you keeping up with this idea? You're in programming. What are you doing are you programming outside of the classes? Or are you just? Oh, they'd always be like, no. Or somebody want to be a teacher. Wow. Really? That's it? You went from you don't know what you want to be to a teacher. Okay, just not like a professor, just okay then, cool. And I realized this. I think I told my friend Jordan about this as well. That I don't think I've ever grew up with anybody else who had the same ideals or ambitions as myself. It just was never there. There's always just been me. Oh, you know, people bring up a few concepts and ideas, but hey, let's develop them. Let's see what you're doing on the line. Nothing. Even somebody else. I'm working on a comic book with some characters. All right, what you doing? You draw a little here, draw a little there. You making pages here? Come up with scripts, I don't know. Oh, somebody else with the whole. Well, I don't see why you care. Somebody told me. Why do I care? Why do I care? You got a good point. Why the F do I care? Try to help you out, make sure you don't end up a miserable 40-year-old. But hey, if that's just me, then that's just me. That's who I am. And the sad reality is, you don't need me in my fucking life. Fuck it. Like I stop you from talking to you, it's just like somehow life's gonna stop for you. Come on, Johnny. Because I haven't had somebody once. I'm talking about most of different people, most of the experience. I didn't like the way this fool was treating me, so I just said, screw it, man. I don't want to talk to you anymore. And then you try to conjure some cheap excuse where you were saying you're gonna do something to me. I was like, all right, then cool. I just follow you home on the bus, and just fillet in your own bed. Your mother's downstairs. And then it's funny because this is the same man who will say something messed up towards me, and then when I retaliate, it's somehow wrong. I was like, you know what? I gotta put up this. I don't talk to you anymore. This dude actually tried to fight me because I didn't want to be friends with him more, and somehow I'm a bitch for confronting him with the problem. And I'm a bitch for not confronting with the problem. Sir, I'm not gonna fight some idiot doing senior year over some nonsense. I'm not gonna get put. It's just like the whole talking thing. That was just like a few one-off things, and it's just like treat me certain type of way, do certain things where it's just like you don't do that to Sloan. It's not like something you just generally do. So, wow, the rambling's gone on for quite a long time, but it is what it is with it. And I just look at the characters and things like that, and it's just, I don't know. I think I was the only kid in like 11th and 10th grade having a midlife crisis over what they want to do, and just really tried to push the issue and really tried to do everything in the world. Even if it's not one thing is this, it's not that, it's this, like there's always opportunity. Even right now, I could be trying to program a game right now. I still got the notepads and everything with the programming on Unity. I got it. Because I wanted to do, that's what I wanted to do. But sadly, I've yet to meet anybody else with that same type of viewpoint on life or ambitions or. Oh, I want to create something. All right, cool. What type of story and stuff you got? No, I just want to do it. What a passion that just. You just. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm some type of alien or something. It could possibly be. Don't really talk like anybody else. Don't really act like anybody else. Who knows? It could be an alien. Wait, pause. Sly Cooper Easter egg. Got him. Red dot. Wait, what is this? Rhyme? Hey, I'm glad they made some posters for this. Yeah. But, yeah. Overall, let's get back to the main subject. Will Ippo ever end up with Kumi at the end? Like I was just saying, I think that's the title I'm gonna go with. The question is question mark, but there's no guarantee. So, a few years down the line, this reality is, as long that Ippo is happy where his life is going, that's the only thing that matters. If you haven't still became, like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and peace.